Yeah, mic check one.
Technical difficulties. Told you I was babysitting, so had to drop. Yeah, we were
Let's
talking about
let's just move away from her because she just made my blood boil. She just like,
but
well,
speaking of potentially trifling, what did you think about? Because I know there's been a lot of point of contention regarding Drea getting pregnant by
oh
the
my
22-year-old.
God. Let me say this. When I found out, I was super happy.
Uh,
A baby coming into the world, no matter, what the situation is between two people who were consenting on it, I'm agreeing
mhm,
with. Do I like the age gap? Hell no. I don't. I don't like the age gap. Have I seen
mhm.
plenty of men do this and get away with it? Hell yes. I've
Yep.
seen it. Now it does not make it doesn't make it right for her to do it, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it like this. I don't see Drea chasing down a man. She
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
seem like that individual. She don't seem
Okay.
pressed. Drea was working on Mint. She got her nail salon. I honestly think this little boy, cause he's younger than me, so I can't say little boy. I think he really did pursue her. I think he
Yeah.
wanted her. I think they may have had a conversation one or two times, and he was like, "Bro, I'm locked in." He even got this girl tatted on his stomach. I think he really did fall for her. Oh yeah,
Um. Not.
he tatted.
Oh,
She
babe.
tatted. He tatted. I think he really did fall for her, and everybody's saying that Drea didn't handle her first child, having her first child well. Well, first time mothers who are single, they still trying to figure shit out. She left her
Yeah.
son and she went and did some shit that she needed to do to get money. We've all seen that happen. And what did I look at her sideways? Yes, but I also looked at her as a young mother and still trying to figure out how to juggle shit. Then she had her second child, and you don't hear nothing about that second child, which means she learned her lesson. She ain't spoke. You don't really see that second child in any kind of public view because she's seen what the damage it could cause from her first child. And I hate that the first child is always the life lesson, but it is
Yeah.
what it is. Now, this third child, it's going to have a lot of scrutiny, but the scrutiny won't be so bad if Drea keeps it under wraps and maybe they decide to become husband and wife. I think that's the only way that's gonna probably like save her a little face. But really, to be honest, who gives a fuck? Bitch, I'm
Yeah.
pregnant. I ain't got time to stress over y'all. I am reaching my 40s and I need to carry this child to full term in health. You
Yep.
know, it is what it is. Brittany Renner, I don't think her and Drea are on the same wavelength. Yes, Drea did date somebody younger than Brittany Renner did, but Brittany is a predator. I see her as a
Yeah.
predator.
She now this is her predatory behavior. So yeah.
She is
Yeah.
a predator. Drea isn't a predator. Brittany Renner is a predator. She dates men specifically to gain, whether it's a child with child support, a car, money. That is her game. And she has no problem telling people that. I do not like the fact that they put both of them in the same bucket because it's two different situations. Drea and this boy have been dating for I don't know how long. And nobody could really tell if they were dating or not because they did not put it in public eye. They kept that shit under wraps too. So it's like it's a double-edged sword. For me,
Yeah.
I just want her to be healthy. I don't want any of this stress to cause a child to be gone because people are judging you. I hope she turns off the fucking internet and lives her
Yeah.
best life.
Child. Ultimately they're two consenting adults. I understand people's outrage for it though, because I cannot confirm or deny that I wouldn't have an issue if some 39-year-old woman came knocking on my door for my 22-year-old son. I would have an issue. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But
Agreed.
two consenting adults, ain't nobody did any crimes. It's just in any event, like you said, if this was a man, we see this with men all the time and nobody bats an eye. So let's just wish her well on her pregnancy and let's keep rolling. Like, I don't, there ain't nothing else you can really say.
I
But
mean,
what I
Russell
didn't
Simmons did it.
pick, he picked Kimora up in high school. Like, literally, she was 15.
R. Kelly
Like, let's
did it.
go. Yep. He was at the McDonald's in Chicago. I still don't know how they even let that fly.
Jay-Z allegedly did it too.
Got like, ooh,
Okay, so
it's a mess. It's a
I,
complete
I I
mess.
mean, men do it all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. So,
absolutely. And that's
and this
nobody
may
bats
be the man that wants to be with her. This may be the man that actually wants to start a family with her. This may be the man for her.
hmm,
And
very
and,
possible.
and
Very
statistics show that older women and younger men work better.
possible.
Younger men can keep up with the libido of an older woman sexually,
Yep.
and the man feels comfortable enough to learn from that woman because of her age.
Mm-hmm.
Now, older
And
men
that
and younger women don't really work that well. Sometimes it don't go the way they think it's gonna go.
and that's
I'm
the
just putting
part
it.
where it's just like, Lord
And
Jesus,
people don't
Lord
like hearing
Jesus.
that statistic that older women and younger men have better relationships. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't like that.
And the part though I found interesting was we saw a lot of weirdo behavior from these men in particular. Like Gilbert Arenas and Nick Young, those like just true two weirdos. Matter of fact, let me play the clip. Cause they were just extremely weirdos. Like I couldn't even believe. Let me see.
Oh,
We
you talking
don't
about that? Oh no! I know when they was talking about the back seat of the car.
could not. Could not even. I'm just like, why would y'all? So here's what we gonna do. Here's what we gonna do. Let me know when you can see it.
I can see it, girl. I didn't even want to
So
listen
here's
to this. It made me so uncomfortable.
just weirdo. Straight.
The future.
Got the young boy.
Damn, if they only knew. But
Nah, she's.
We talked about Drea Michelle being pregnant.
Straight weirdos. And my thing is, what do you gain?
From
What do
telling
you
that
gain?
story.
Yeah, like it's just like nobody
I'm
said
sorry, I
which.
ain't gonna lie. I know plenty of you would have gotten head and given head in cars. It don't matter what age you was in.
I
I
mean,
am guilty of it. Okay?
I too have been in the
While
backseat.
driving. Okay? So,
Girl, you wild. I ain't did it while driving. Well,
girl, so
goddamn
I'm like, that's not even an embarrassing story to me. If she wanted to
no,
give head in the back seat, let her give head in the back seat. Okay?
it's so and it's so vanilla. It ain't nothing extraordinary. Like I don't even know why he felt the need and felt. But y'all, that's my dryer. Listen, it's adulting over here. I don't even know why they felt compelled to tell that story. It's just like,
It's
bro,
because they needed clicks. Nick Young ain't got shit going on. And then you got an ex-pro baller with a podcast. Like, for real, come on now. Like, these are men that have retired, that don't have shit else going on in their life. So what are they going to do? They're going to attack a woman who is in a situation that is fucked up, yes, granted. But to bring up stories from her past, who gives a fuck? Did it happen today? While she was
and
pregnant, was she on her knees giving head right now? Because the only man she should be giving head right now to the man that she can't fuck right now because she may be uncomfortable is the man that she getting that baby with. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna
but
do my job. Like
it
I
just
don't
speaks to the
care.
some of these men have. It's just like, bro, the fact that you felt compelled to even share that story lets me know, number one, and I've said this since the beginning of time, men are some of the most like men talk more like women these days. Drake called it. Men talk more than women these days.
Girl.
But don't nobody gossip like men do. This was just unnecessary. Oh,
Girl, you know
that
how
shit.
much tea I hear from niggas, like just sitting around them, and I can't report any of it because a lot of these men are in the industry that I be hanging around with. I'm saying like they DJs and shit, so I can't really say nothing. But the stories that I be hearing, I be like, wait, he did what? Oh hell no! But I be like, y'all actually just talking about this shit like it's nothing. But okay, we gonna do it. But I don't fuck with old dude anyways. The one that was interviewing Nick Young because he had something to say about him being friends with Saucy Santana because Saucy Santana's a gay man. Like you gotta be a real bitch to say so. Like I think men like that who are that kind of touchy on sexuality, y'all got something to hide.
Oh Lord, did we lose you?
You got something in your past
Lord Jesus, I think
that
we
you
lost.
have done that you probably are not proud of. Or you're probably embarrassed to say. So anytime somebody mentions a gay man and being friends with somebody being straight, you all up in arms. They don't want your dick. your dick probably don't even work the way it's supposed to anymore. You've hit that age. Ain't no telling what kind of medications you've taken or drugs you have taken to keep yourself pushing on that fucking basketball court. Saucy Santana dick may work better than yours.
Period.
And just because Nick Young is friends with him, don't mean shit. Not a damn thing. You know how many straight friends I have? Like, just in general, that knew I dated women or just bisexual in general. And they be fucking me like, Nene, if I was gay, would you date me? And I'd be like, no.
Not your type.
I be telling them all the time. I be telling my dance members all the time, you are not my type. I would never date you. Girl, you are crazy. They was like, so I ain't cute to you, Nene? I'm like, no. And they be feeling offended. But you gotta understand, gay people have standards too. Whether woman or man. They have standards. Shit. You may be fine with Saucy Santana. Baby, you may be a 2.
Yeah, and that be the wild part. It's like, sir, what makes you even think he's even interested in you? Like, you probably not even his type. First of all, because I saw a lot of people were shocked that obviously I don't think Gilbert Arenas is, I don't think he is gay, but I think
he's a homophobic person that probably has something in his past happen to him that makes him feel that way, but he takes it out on everybody else. So he feels like if he can't do it and he's uncomfortable with being friends with somebody who's gay, no one else can be comfortable with that. It's impossible. That fucking hive mentality that men have. If I can't do it, you can't do it either. Nigga, sit your stupid ass down. You sound ignorant. You sound dumb.
I know. And is it really, and this is the part I think will probably makes him uncomfortable, is because his manhood is being questioned. This is like, sir, can you
manhood? If a gay person that you're not even talking to or associating with is fucking with your manhood, you a weak bitch.
Yep.
Because there ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let anybody else affect how I feel or how I move in this life, and they ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not like Nick was trying to introduce you to him.
And that's his friend. Like, that says more about you if you don't have friends from all walks of life, shapes, colors, creeds. It's
and
like, bro,
I even though Nick Young was fucking trashy, he's a trashy ass individual for saying that shit about Drea, I commend him on the fact that he can honestly say with his whole chest that, Saucy Santana is his homie, his nigga. I fucks with him in a long way. Because most black men will not be in 10 feet of a gay man. They just won't do it because they feel like their manhood is in question, just like young Jock. As soon as he got that fucking perm, which was
that perm was like golden. It's like, sir, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
Girl, he was David Ruffin. That was David Ruffin.
But this speaks to, at least in Jock's case, it's just like, okay, you're not gay, so you don't like being in the vicinity.
No. That wasn't the problem. Jock caught a lot of fucking heat from perming his hair, so everybody was calling him suspect. And then when the LGBTQIA people invited him to perform, he's like, I ain't gonna be caught gay around a bunch of gay men. Then that's your own insecurities. I would have went and got that motherfucking check, because once you perform at a gay performance, you do real well. They invite you back. Do you know how much gay people pay for people to perform because people be so up in arms about doing it?
Yeah, Tank from R&B Money Podcast, he performs at Pride events here in Atlanta. So it's just like, everybody know Tank is married and ain't gay. I mean, granted, don't know his sexuality, but don't care. Even if he was, he gonna go get the bag. And the LGBTQIA plus hella support, and they invite him back every year.
Every year. Like, and no shade to Jock, but nigga, ain't nobody looking for your music. Ain't nobody checking for you to do a record. You got how many kids? How many kids you got? You can't afford to turn down not one check. And you just fumbled a major bag because you could have been doing parties all over the fucking world for gay people in general.
Listen. Oh, you know what we're going to have to do, though? Next time. So here, I want to bring this idea to the floor. And I think it's beneficial for us to review. We should pick a show and put this on Patreon. And like, for obviously we'll have exclusive clips and obviously I got post-production, we got some stuff to work out, but we're gonna have exclusive clips on our Patreon that you guys can subscribe to. But also, I feel like we should pick a show and unpack it
What's going on? I lost you.
What do you mean? I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still recording. What?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Lord. Let me see. But yeah, I feel like we should pick a show to unpack weekly. Meaning we watch the episode of a show or pick a show. We gotta pick a good show though. But because Love and Hip Hop is already going on, and now I'm so sick of Love and Hip
I
Hop
don't
at
want
this
to do
point.
fucking love. It ain't even love and hip hop. Ain't nobody hip hopping nowhere. Like,
I ain't heard a hip hop song,
and I'm not doing Bad Girls Club because that shit is just ignorant as shit.
I
It just
know.
really. I saw a clip about a girl doing love and hip hop, like doing bad girl auditions, and that shit was so funny because it was like the dumber you are, the most uneducated you are, the most ratchet, the more willing you're ready to fight is when you get accepted on. Like, I think that was the worst thing that could ever happen to black women. That show was the worst thing that could ever happen to black women. I thought for Flavor Love or shit would be bad. Love Bad Girls Club is the worst thing that could ever happen to black women, like ever. And the white girls, they be so eager to be a part of it because they want to be black and they look just as stupid. Yep, I said it. The only reason you want to be on Bad Girls Club because you see a bunch of black women on Bad Girls Club and you think you bad enough to be on that Bad Girls Club and you get drugged.
We gonna have to pick a show, and yeah, we gonna have to pick a show. I would say Love at the Lockup. I know that's coming. I forgot when it's. You can actually unpack weekly episodes on Patreon. Love at the Lockup. So we might be doing that. So we'll work out logistics and stuff and let y'all know. But by the time y'all get this, because we're gonna have a special rollout. We're recording episodes before y'all get privy to it. That way y'all have more.
But she's gonna have to, cut a lot of meat out of it because my mouth.
Yeah, no. We keep it rolling. We keep it rolling. But yeah, it's just a lot of cool stuff happening and cool stuff coming. So stay tuned for that. And then today's topic, and we wanted to get it. What? Well, oh Lord, what?
No, go ahead.
Okay, today's topic we actually touched on last week, and you mentioned it, and I said it'd be a good topic to unpack. We're going to be talking about today imposter syndrome and learning how to navigate it. So, Nene, would you like to start us off?
No, I don't. I do not.
So, if you don't know what imposter syndrome is, according to Google, i.e. Webster, it is the condition of feeling anxious and not experiencing success internally despite being high-performing in external objective ways. So obviously you don't feel like you're enough. Even though you perform adequately, you don't feel like you're enough. So
we can use the example of Cardi B and Munch.
Yeah. So in terms of Cardi B, go ahead and explain to the people what the issue was.
Cardi B recently stated that she did not drop her remix to Munch because she felt like she couldn't keep up with the beat. She felt like she was falling behind. She felt like it wasn't good enough. Her verse wasn't good enough to be out there. And she didn't want people coming at her or Ice Spice because of her, her verse. And so she leaked the verse last night, and baby, that shit ate.
Yeah, it actually is. It is a good rate.
And I'm like, don't worry about it, sweetheart, because it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
she didn't
was
like
that
it.
Good. She didn't like it, but everyone else did. Everyone loved it. In the comments, everyone was like, why didn't she drop this? And I feel like it's imposter syndrome. Cardi has been waiting years to drop an album. She's been pushing off everything. She's been helping other artists, grow up and doing like verses on other people's tracks and stuff. But my thing is, I think she was doing that because she felt like she had nothing else to offer by herself solo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is you won't know unless you put it out there. And Cardi she's one of those women that came into the game and she came into the game and didn't do anything but her work to come into the game. She ain't fucking suck.
Right. Yeah.
She dropped her own shit and she worked to get where she is. And I think like after having another child and, doing acting and, just doing so much stuff, she left the core of who she was, which was a rap. a rapper, an artist. And so coming back in and watching all these young girls come in
Oh Lord, I
behind her.
lost you.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay.
Mm.
But watching all these younger artists come in up under her and the style of rap being changed, because it's forever evolving. Even if we don't like it, it's still going to change. I think she felt because of it's changing and it's not really her area. I lost you.
Mhm.
Hello?
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
I don't see you. Okay.
What's going on with you?
Y'all,
Okay.
we are not recording in our fucking house, in my house. We are recording on video. So, I think it just made her feel uncomfortable. It made her feel like she's like doesn't have nothing to offer. Like for me, I really thought Nikki should have hung it up after that whole, breakdown. But Nikki was like,
Listen.
"Fuck y'all. I'm about to come up and I'm gonna come out smacking." And she did with her next track. I think Cardi has more to offer. And I think Cardi
Yeah.
is one of those female rappers that
Yeah, she definitely has more to offer.
invites other women in until you fuck with her, like City Girls.
I think
And her and Glorilla are cousins.
I didn't even know that. I was just like, I saw that headline. I was just like, huh? Like, yeah, Glow. But first of all, that record is fucking fire. Glow did her big
Run
one.
up, get done up. Run up, get done up. Shit, right.
Yeah. She did her best. She did a big one. She did a big one.
She did her thing, but I think Ice Spice and Cardi needs to drop that remix. I don't give a fuck. Drop it. Just drop that shit.
I agree. She should drop it. And multiple people told her in the comments, like, bro, it's not bad. It's actually fire. Like, But we can have the conversation in terms of like how instances like that. I felt from personal experience in terms of like imposter syndrome and learning how to navigate it. Like I have to always remind myself that you are worthy, regardless of how you feel. But the shit is tough. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
I never say that to myself.
So,
I never say that to myself. I feel like when people speak to me and they tell me to describe myself, I never I say I'm okay. I'm like a good 7. I'm artistic, but I'm not an artist. I always find ways to praise myself and then knock myself down at the same time.
I get you.
I guess I humble myself before other people can humble me.
And we've had this conversation off camera. You don't give yourself enough credit. And this is the part, like hella talented, hella artistic, hella creative, and it's many niches and many avenues you can go towards, but you don't see it. But you see it, you're like, oh, okay, that's cool, but you don't, the hype surrounding the persona, you don't see it. And I get it, I understand it, but yeah, that is
it's nerve-wracking. Like for me, anytime I try something new, I excel at it or I do well at it, it makes me nervous because I don't ever want to be bigger. Like I know what people be like, oh, I don't want fame. I'm not Debbie Allen. I don't want
yeah.
I just want to survive, And so if I do something like people think that my house is very creative and is very like out there and people think that I should be able to be a social media manager and manage people's pages because I help one individual. Oh Lord. And then, doing TikTok and, I used to be a dancer. I used to be a painter. I've always loved art, but I never tried to channel it into something that could be bigger than just me doing it in my own little bubble. So when people try to push me out of that, I'm like, I ain't trying to get shot in the foot. Let me humble myself before people humble me.
And that's the thing. Like even the greats who have done, you got to think about people like Hov, Beyonce, all type of people, probably had that same ideology in terms of like, damn, can I actually really do this? And they're doing it. So, I think, we all are guilty of not giving ourselves enough credit. Like
some people can walk around like they the shit. I can't walk around like I'm the shit. I cannot do that because I know there's a woman right around the corner who's going to be better than me, bitch. I'm not going to be humble. I'm going to humble myself before anyone else does it. No.
Yeah, period. I get it. I get
because
it.
your
And you,
pride is going to be the worst thing you have. I think that's the worst trait in anybody is somebody's pride.
yeah,
And
yeah,
what
yeah,
pride can become, like you can have envy with pride, you can have hate with pride. Pride can destroy you, especially if you are in a realm where you're competing with other people. And although we don't see our competitors, they're still there.
yeah,
They
yeah.
are absolutely still there. So I know there are a lot of avenues that I can go into because I'm a creative and I have a big
Mhm.
ass imagination, but I don't want to put myself in certain positions to fail. And I know failure is a
Yeah.
part of growth, but bitch, I've been like I don't want to. I failed a lot.
You tired of failing?
I'm tired of failing. I've
I get
failed a
it.
lot. At this
I
point,
get
bitch,
it.
just let me like ease through. Just let me get under the give me a D minus. I'm okay. Just give me a D minus. I don't want to
I
fail.
get it. I get it. But the fear of failure
Oh
is,
my god.
yeah. So everything. You probably heard this before. The fear of failure is what's gonna probably hold you back, though. Like, don't be afraid to fail, because at least when you fail, that's how you know you're falling closer.
Well,
But
apparently with the friends I got, I can't afford to sit my ass down because y'all hoes won't let me. If it ain't you, it's somebody else.
no,
I'm
like,
like,
no,
can
you're
y'all
gonna
just take my skin and do it y'all damn self? Cause
no, you're gonna do it. You're gonna explore it, and even if it doesn't work, okay, at least you tried it. Like, you don't ever want to go through life like at the end of it saying, "What if?" Like, damn, what if I would
girl,
have
I'm a
tried that?
Sagittarius. We try everything once. If it doesn't kill us and give us a disease or, hurt somebody else, we're always up to trying it. But
Oh, speaking of, I want to some wild shit. Like, when's the last time you had looked at your birth chart?
I was about to say, are you gonna ask me last time I had sex? Because I don't remember.
No, no, they don't need to know that. No,
I don't
I,
remember.
the
I don't remember the
girl,
last time I had these cheeks clapped or slapped, so I don't remember.
girl. I'm trying to think. Hell, me and you both. Like, no, it's
Last
almost.
February. Girl, it's been over a year.
Mine's coming up on a year. I think mine is a year. No, mine is a year. April. No, March. March. It was in March. Yeah. Last time. Yeah. It's been a year. It's been a
Do you
year.
miss it?
Honestly, I don't think about it. And I know only time I think about it, like if I'm an avid reader, if I read a book and it's a spicy book, I'll think about it. If I see something on TV, like prime example, Mia Copa. Tyler Perry. Now I thought about it then. If you have not seen Mia Copa in that
I
movie
ain't
on
watching it.
Netflix, it's sexy as hell. It is. Trevante Rose and Kelly Rowland, they look good together. But that's the only time I actually thought about it. But I don't really miss it. How sexy?
I kind of thought about
Child.
it today as I was watching Game of Thrones, where the Dark when he took Khaleesi, the
Not
Darkathian.
Khalid.
I
Yeah,
can't say the
girl.
word, but when he took
Yeah.
Khaleesi, I was like, when the last time I had my cheeks clapped?
Girl, yeah, and that's bad. Well, like we in our 30s and we just be like, shit. But the dating pool is so fucking trash. We just like, yeah, we better
Girl,
just.
I'm trying to protect my peace.
I
Like,
know I keep it to myself, honey. And I was like,
I be protecting my peace, but I haven't looked at my chart in a minute. I know I'm a Sagittarius. Oop, lights off.
The reason I asked was because your chart can tell you or typically predict how you're gonna pass. And I'm just like,
You mean
I
how I'm
don't think
gonna
I want to.
die?
Yeah, I'm just
How am
like,
I
I
gonna
don't
die? I
want to.
want to know. And what age?
Well, it said we won't tell you what age. It's well, yeah, it depends. Like for me, what I read when I looked it up, it's in your eighth house. And it's certain degrees in your eighth house. Like my eighth house is Sagittarius, ironically enough. And Sagittarius are travelers, meaning I'll be old and they're the sages of the zodiac. I'll be old and I'll be in a faraway land. So it'll probably happen when I'm
Well,
traveling.
can you do mine?
Yeah, I'll look up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna do that on Patreon. We're gonna unpack her birth chart and vice versa and do all the cool things. We're gonna do that on Patreon. That's
Cause
exclusive content. But
I'm curious. I always pray. I just feel like I'm gonna go out in a car crash. I really do feel like that's how I'm gonna go out.
Lord, don't say it. Like,
Knock on wood.
oh, knock on wood. But
I really want to just,
yeah,
I really want to go away on my sleep or go out getting an orgasm. Like I really would love to go out that way.
well, that'll be fun. But
Because
I
we be at the
mean,
gates of heaven, they be like, "What happened? I got one last good one, so I'm ready."
that is that is wild. But hey, hell of a way to go out. I ain't even gonna hold you. Hell of a way to go out.
Y'all
But
better trip at my funeral. I'm like, she got it, getting in.
I'm just gonna be at the front. Like we knew this was gonna happen. We knew this was gonna happen. like we knew it was gonna happen this
If it ain't
way.
gonna be nobody, it's gonna be Nene.
Like oh my lord.
Come give me a hug.
But yeah, some tips and tricks for navigating the imposter syndrome is number one, give yourself grace. I think the biggest thing in today's time, and I think the pandemic taught us a lot about giving ourselves grace, because 2020 was a complete shit show for a lot of people, all of us, quite honestly. We had never seen anything like it, and
I was
we
happy
had to
as
give
hell. I mean, I wasn't happy about people dying. I was happy to be
yeah.
away from people.
Yeah, a lot of people were actually. And then the fucked up part was, however, flip side, being away from people, if you didn't like it, was a curse and a blessing, because the curse was now we done re-enter society, and some people don't know how to have conversations. They don't know how to, navigate. Like dating apps and all that shit was, speaking of, the influx of marriages that happened during the pandemic, I wonder if a lot of them are still together.
If they
Because a lot
actually
of people
lasted,
a lot of people are divorced though from the pandemic, because
I
you
lost it
got
again.
what? Can you hear
Oh
me?
no, I had lost you.
Oh my Lord Jesus. I was saying a lot of people from the pandemic got divorced
Or married or
because
pregnant.
yeah, it's just like as you in close proximity of each other. That's the show we need to unpack. Therapy. It's on HBO. Like I'll give you my login. It's on Showtime. The
Thank you for
Therapist.
that, because bitch is cheap over here.
I give you my login. It's on Showtime.
You talking about with the couples and stuff?
No, it ain't therapist Showtime. I'm trying to figure out couple. Oh yeah, it is. It's couples therapy. Y'all, I had to take breaks watching couples therapy. Couples therapy had you
Pissed
so in
you
your
off.
feelings, like like if it pissed you off, a lot of it was enlightened. But I'm just like, oh my, I had to book a therapist, book a session with my own therapist after one of them episodes. It's like, yeah,
Girl, couples therapy is that makes you want
yeah.
to lead the person that you with. I feel like if I have to go to couples therapy with you, we don't need to be together.
Well, not necessarily, because what if y'all
Shit.
don't know how to communicate? What if y'all have issues
Because when you go to
communicating?
couples therapy, you're gonna be unboxing shit that you didn't even know you had stored up somewhere.
The point.
And right at that point, I'll be like, I don't know you. I don't know
Like
you.
I went.
I don't know who this person is. We're gonna go
Oh
our
my
separate
Lord.
ways. We gotta go
I
our
can't.
separate. I'm not with that shit. I can't. And imposter syndrome can also fuck up your relationships as well, especially if you feel like you're undeserving of an individual.
Period.
It can
Period.
make you feel less than, or it can make somebody feel, like, okay, I don't belong with this type of individual. I don't belong with this caliber of a man. I've said that to myself plenty of times. I am a DIY girl. I live on a budget. I ball on a budget. You know me, I'm Shein for life, ride till I
Mm-hmm.
die. But I always attract men of, this upscale status. And I'm like, why the fuck am I attracting y'all? I ain't even that type of bitch. What the fuck would you possibly want in me? And I'm learning that opposites are really fucking attractive. Like
Yeah.
a lot of men are attracted to me because I am so down to earth. And I've been
Mm-hmm.
told that it makes men want to do more for me because I am so I'm cost effective, and I do for myself, and I'm not looking for them to do anything for me. Actually, men they get offended with me. I'm like, I don't want your shit. That's your money. I ain't got shit to do with that. Oh, so you telling me if we were together, you wouldn't want nothing from me? Nah, nigga, because I ain't got time for you to throw that shit in my face.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I had another conversation with a friend of mine about this very topic and her inability to accept help from men. And we don't
Never
have a
do it.
conversation about
Never
hyper
do it.
independent.
Never do
No, because the reason, like, a lot of us
it.
are so
Ladies,
reluctant to have,
don't do it. Do
a lot
not
of us are
accept
reluctant.
help from a man if that man is not in a committed relationship with you, has not shown any kind of signs of wanting to be in a committed relationship with you, and or is not engaged with you or married. Stay the fuck away from men who just want to help you. Don't do it. That shit always
Okay, so
backfires on your ass. Because one
I
minute
think a
they're
lot.
helping you, the next minute they saying, "Oh, I helped you. Can you help me to some ass?"
Listen, oh, what you mean, right? But a lot of us in hypervigilance is obviously because a lot of us have been met with disappointment so many times, so we don't even look to expect it from, which is a valid concern. And so for the men who keep asking, like, oh, why you just won't let a real man step in? It's because we expected that from the last one and he failed. So
We're
I don't,
learning.
like you can't, doing the
It's a
same thing.
learning tool. It's like you
Yeah.
learn what not to do with the next situation. Like the guy that I was talking to before, Babyface Buddha, he was
Mm-hmm.
very willing to help me, and I did not allow him to do certain things because from the conversation I'm having with the new guy that I'm interacting with, when a man steps in and provides and you're going to expect sex, that is the one thing you're providing. They're providing something financially. They're looking for something on the other side. That's just how men and women work. So what I do is I cut sex out completely. You ain't getting that shit, and I ain't asking for shit. So if you don't want to get to know me like that, you can get the fuck on.
Well, I mean, listen.
That cuts out a lot. I don't
Yeah.
mind going on
Yeah.
a coffee date I don't mind going on a coffee date if I ain't gotta open my legs or be expected to open up my legs after one date. I don't mind going on a
Yeah.
walk or a long drive. I don't mind doing simple shit. If sex is not on the table until I am ready, or we are in a place where we both feel like this is going further. I honestly feel like if you're dating a man who has a certain caliber and you know what this man is capable of doing with his pockets, and he says, "Hey, although I am financially there, this, that, and the other, I'd rather date simple right now before we, go anywhere. That way the expectations are not high. I'm not expecting sex from you. You're not expecting me to blow a bag. Therefore, we can
Mm-hmm.
really get to know each other on a level of equalness, and the
Mm-hmm.
expectations are already set. And we know we don't have boundaries to cross until we both agree upon them. I think people
Mm-hmm.
don't want to take the time to really get to know each other. They just want to see what they can get. Men want to see how quick
Yeah.
they can get the ass. Women want to see how quick the bag can be blown. And
Yeah.
that's what's messing us up. So I have learned to just cut sex out completely. And I start with that. I literally had a guy block me on Hinge for that shit. We were having great conversations. We were getting along. We were hitting all the key points. And he was like, "What do you think about celibacy?" I said, "Well, I am celibate. I'm not having sex with anybody until..."
I can't believe he asked you that. Like, what you think about it? Shit, I'm doing it.
Girl,
What you
I
mean?
said I'm celibate. I'm not having sex until like I am in a committed relationship or I feel like there is going to be a commitment on the table. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this nigga was not a 10. He wasn't even an 8. He was a 7, but he was dorky. So I fucks with it because I love nerds. And girl, I did not get a reply back. That man, that man unliked me real quick.
Yeah, but it goes to show you found out earlier. It's just like I kind of wish we could put his face and name out there, but we ain't gonna do it legally. We ain't
No, but
gonna do
I
that.
honestly
But
feel like women, if you lead with that conversation, you can weed out so much shit.
now
If you
they'll
looking
still
for a
lie.
man, yeah, they'll still
Mhm.
lie. But if you looking for someone of substance, let a man know up front, I don't want to have sex. I am celibate, and I don't expect you to break a bag on me at this
Mhm.
moment. We can have simple dates.
Mhm.
That way, no one
Yeah.
feels jaded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because men
And
tend to feel jaded after they spend money on a $32 meal at Applebee's.
That'd be the wildest thing to me too. It just be like you like the 2 for 20 and you tripping about like, sir, get out my face, please. But
We ain't gotta go
yes,
eat. And I made that very clear. We ain't gotta go eat. We can have coffee dates where I buy my own coffee. We can go on walks. We can work out at the gym. We can sit and
mm-hmm,
just talk. I don't mind doing things like that, but nothing that is
mm-hmm,
going to costly break the bank. I don't need that right now. I need to really talk and engage with you. That way, I know what I'm dealing with, and I don't feel that imposter syndrome, like I don't belong with you because we've connected on multiple levels. And I don't
mm-hmm,
feel like you're out of my league, and you don't feel like I'm out of your league. I think that's
mm-hmm.
part of imposter syndrome. And you know what? I really feel like some people need imposter syndrome. I do feel like some
For
people need it to humble themselves. Some people need imposter syndrome because a lot of people be out of their depth on a lot of shit. And it's
mm-hmm.
like, you didn't see that shit coming? Like, when men have the audacity to talk to a woman when they got 3 braids in their fucking head, you got a gold teeth in your mouth, and you know you don't have an education level past middle school, but yet you trying to talk to a woman in fucking red bottoms wearing YSL and Gucci. You know that woman is not in your league.
I
You
guess they
know
said
that.
we finna aim for the stars.
You
I'm
need
just like,
imposter syndrome at that point. A woman knowing good and well she got 4 or 5 kids and this man is a lawyer or doctor, you know what type of woman he is looking for, and you're gonna front like you belong with this man. No, that is impossible. You need imposter syndrome.
well, hold on, because
No, I'm saying it
it's
because if
possible.
you cannot in this day and age, you cannot expect a man to save you. You just can't. Therefore,
Yeah.
you damn sure can't expect a man to save you with 2 or 3 kids. Not a man of that caliber. That is a Tyler Perry movie. That ain't real life.
Don't you be talking about Tyler.
That's not real life. That is Tyler Perry movie, okay?
Yeah,
This is
listen,
not
and
Angela Bassett, and this is not Fox, okay? It's not Rick
we go
Fox and Angela Bassett. This is not that type of movie.
we gonna have to come up with we gonna have to dedicate a whole episode to Tyler Perry and his shenanigans because that was just oh
But
Lord
I'm
Jesus.
serious. Like, women be looking at this situation. I got 3, 4 kids, and I'm looking at a man that's a doctor, a lawyer. He has no kids, a great education, and I'm expecting him to look at me. I'm expecting him to look at me and take on the load that I have, which is, that is a great feeling. That is a great ambition, but you got to think. You got to think. A lot of men these days do not want a woman with kids. They
Yeah.
just don't. They want to start their own families, or they don't even want families, especially in the age realm that I'm in. I'm dating men in their 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them already have kids and they don't want more. Or they don't want kids at all.
Yeah, that'd be the wild part, and it's a domino effect in terms of like living in this country. Kids are expensive. Finding a suitable partner to have a child with it's a lot to unpack. So I can understand people not wanting to have kids or not wanting to add more to their buckets. I get it completely.
So I think
I get
imposter
it.
syndrome is good when it comes to breaking your ass into reality. And reality is there's some situations that you are not meant to be in, no matter how much you try to push your ass through that door. I think
Child.
imposter syndrome is not good when it comes to personal goals and being courageous in your business and trying to push
Mm-mm.
through like that.
I
But
think
when
we
it comes
lost
to your
Didi again.
relationships, you
Lord
need to
D.
be a little bit more grounded and just understand that some situations are just not going to be for you. Do I
Yeah.
hope that every woman in this world finds a man that is worthy of her and vice versa? Yes. But God ain't put us all on this earth for everybody to be happy in a relationship. We're not all meant to walk the same path. So you're not going to get with that girl that got no kids, 2 degrees, and got a fucking supermodel body, and you sit over here with 5 kids, high school education. You're not going to get the same as her. You can hope
Yeah.
for it. I know I'm not going to get the same as her. There's certain things I know as a woman I am not going to get, like, because I know my place and I know where I'm at. And I'm
Mm.
okay with that, and I'm good in that area, in that position, and that's what's been helping me able to navigate this dating life a little bit better. It's been
Mm-hmm.
helping me because I understand where I am, and I'm not trying to push myself in a position like I'm the bad bitch. I deserve this, and that. No, I know what the fuck I deserve. If you actually just sit there in a fucking mirror and realize who you are as an individual and what you can and cannot deal with and what you think a person should put up with you, and shouldn't put up with you, then you understand the type of individual you are deserving of. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to have the conversation with themselves.
Yeah, because it's scary. Healing is scary. Healing is not linear, and if it was easy, everybody would do it. So
Healing
yeah,
is a bitch, and healing will get you knocked up by a person that don't even want to deal with you, like Jada, what's her name, Joey Chavez, whatever. She arguing with that nigga. She talking about he broke and shit. He was like, that ain't
girl,
my baby. She trying to claim that I'm the daddy and all this. She was like, you broke. You can't even take care of your kid. The one that's the
What?
Bow Wow baby mama and future baby mama. She got another baby on the way by a basketball player. And he was
Well,
like,
no,
throwing,
it's
huh?
Diggs is football. Trevon Diggs, yeah, that's who I baby by. He's football.
Hello?
Yeah, her baby by a football player.
Yeah, and he was talking hella shit about her, and
What?
they both went in on each other. We thought it was a happily ever after situation. Wrong. It's all over Instagram.
What the
He was
heck?
live talking about he can't even take care of his other kids. He broke. He jumped from hotel to hotel. He does renting Airbnbs. Like, he be wearing
Girl.
fake jewelry. I was like, she said, ain't no way I wanted this person to be my baby daddy or the man I had
Wow.
a child with.
See,
And I
I'm
was just
at the
like, you knew who this man was before you slept with him. So
child.
if you had a little bit of imposter syndrome, you probably wouldn't have put yourself in that position.
Child is,
You probably wouldn't have dated him if you knew. If you're like, yeah,
well,
that ain't for me. I know that's not for me. But the
prayers
girl gonna keep a check. I gotta give it to her.
prayers to them in their situation, Lord.
What do they call sorrows, prayers? Because
Sorrows, prayers,
Cash Doll
prayers. But
pregnant with her. What is it? Cash Doll pregnant with another baby too?
yep, second one. Yep.
I think Cash Doll got another baby too. I think this season. This is the season of pregnancies.
Everybody pray.
This
Not
is the
I said
season. If you stand in
Not
the name of Jesus, can I get amen?
amen.
Amen. And the
Child.
last thing, I think there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about. The TikTok band.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We gotta unpack this.
I
A
just
lot of
want to
people had
know what your
what?
thoughts are about it.
I think honestly and truly, I truly think that the United States has bigger fish to fry. A lot of people had the question and were asking me about like the legal ramifications. Is this even possible? Yes, it is. However, I think it'll infringe upon the First Amendment right. I don't think they'll
Freedom
stand a
of
chance only
movement.
because obviously First Amendment right is the right to free press, right to assemble, and the right to speech. So the fact that the US is focusing more on TikTok being banned and canceling TikTok than our student loans and the debt to income ratio in this very country, like it's mind boggling to me. But then again, this system is working as it was designed to, which is to get rid of the middle class and get rid of anything that goes beyond the conservative views. Because essentially their whole point and contention was we don't want outside foreign people having access to our data. The get you gotcha is they already do. So like, well, I don't understand what that part is. And like, this is the
You
same
can have
country
my
that,
data.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't like have mine. I don't care. This is the same country that
Can you
you
clear
don't
my
want other
credit
people to have
report while
its
you doing
data,
that shit though?
but y'all are the same country that won't tell us whether we know aliens and stuff are real, but y'all got file B6 fucking 13 shit and aren't telling us anything
Not
about it.
B.
It's just
You
like,
did not say scandal. Not B613.
got hella classified information that they do not share with the public for our own good. Like, come on, they can miss me with that. Y'all got bigger, like the United States has bigger fish to fry. How about fix homelessness in LA? How about fix homelessness in everywhere across this country? Fix the debt to income ratio to where doctors and lawyers cannot even afford to buy houses in this market because it's so expensive. They got bigger stuff to worry about. Medical care. Like, come on. Like,
And I also, well, on my side, it's funny how they were able to pass this bill so quickly when they have bills been sitting in the House forever that have not been decided on. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Two, 20% they want China to sell off. China doesn't own that whole full 20%. It is literally divided up between a lot of American people as well. A lot of American businesses have stake in TikTok. Third, it's not about our information, like you said before, not controllably spread, and it makes them very uncomfortable because we see everything in real time. On top of that, the reason they want TikTok so bad is because they want Jewish Israel to buy it. They want the Jews to control this app because this is the app that has set their asses on fire with this genocide. This is the app that has controlled the narrative on what the hell is going on the other side of the world. We have been able to keep up with what's going on in real time, and the Jewish community, the ones that are for this genocide, are pissed off. So they're trying to band together to purchase this app because, Elon Musk has that app. If they have this app, then they control the narrative on everything. And we know how white people like to do. They like to monopolize. They want to control everything. They don't want everybody else to speak for them. Hell, Elon Musk got mad at Don Lemon questioning him, and he kicked him off the fucking app. They don't want us to be they don't want us to be in power. And I did like the idea of every person on TikTok donating at least $20 into a bank fund and we purchasing the app for the people. I love that fucking idea because that would piss off the fucking government, because in order to purchase it from us, you're going to have to get 170 million people to agree. You're going to have to get us to agree, because there are a lot of politicians that voted for this bill that turned around and bought stock in Meta. They turned around and then there were a lot of people that voted for this bill that are on TikTok, and that's how they got their fucking seats. They use TikTok to lobby.
Completely a mess.
They use TikTok to gain votes, to gain traction.
Like, bro,
don't y'all eat each other's food. Sorry.
A mess, but
so
we won't have
I
to.
do feel like the Senate is taking this a little bit more seriously, and they're going a little bit slower because they know the ramifications of cutting off TikTok. And first of all, it's cutting off a lot of people, first and foremost. Second, a lot of people are going to lose jobs. A lot of people have jobs on TikTok. Third, if they do this, a lot of people are going to be filing a lawsuit against them, because there is a clause that we can file a lawsuit against the government for cutting off our jobs. Because this is now a job. And the Senate is thinking about re-election in November because all their seats are up for it. You fuck around with Gen Z, millennials, and a little bit of Gen X. Oh, yeah, we're going to put your ass out, and we're going to use TikTok to do it.
And that's the part they don't want us to have access to. This fucking country is going to hell in a handbasket, but we don't figure it out.
Republicans and white Christian conservatives, they're doing what they can do. They're trying to break the system as much as possible, especially with abortion rights. There are over 26,000 rapes in Texas alone last year, and none of those women could get abortions. None of them could get abortions. But we're worried about TikTok. We have a homeless epidemic, but we're worried about TikTok. We have a housing crisis. We have an unemployment crisis. We have a salary crisis. But y'all worried about TikTok. And
crazy to me.
I'd rather we do that. And now Trump is talking about it's going to be a bloodbath if he doesn't get elected. He's literally signing off on January 6th times 10. That's what he's doing. He's literally signing off on, and you know what? I don't really fuck with Biden like that. I can say that. If I ever talk to him face to face, I'm like, I hope you on the road, slow boat to hell. I hope your ride is really slow and painful. I really do. For for the hand you've had in this genocide, I hope your death is very painful. I really do. I hope you suffer. But at the same time, I cannot see Trump in office, and there is no other candidate.
No.
Amazon, shut up. Alexa, shut up. Alexa, shut up. I don't care about the goddamn weather.
And because him licking that ice cream when he was being asked about the war, it's just like, dude, you're not even pretending to not care. It's just,
he don't care. They constantly supplying And now all of a sudden they want to speak. Now you want to speak when you see what Israel's whole plan was just to get a land grab and to annihilate a whole race of people, God's people, Jesus' birthplace. You wanted that shit so bad. You feel like you was entitled to it because somebody wrote it in a fucking book that has been reprinted, revised, and owned by the Catholic Church. I'm sorry. It ain't even y'all book. It don't say the
Yeah.
Jewish book.
Mm-mm.
The Catholics
And
own that book.
Yeah.
So watching that happen in real time, and Palestine is not even on the fucking map anymore. They're literally telling people who are born in Palestine that their place of home doesn't exist anymore. So I don't really care. I hope he suffers. I hope his suffering and everybody else that contributed to the genocide, I hope their suffering is so bad to the point where they just want to die. I'm putting that out there. And if he does go tomorrow, I don't really give a fuck.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I don't. But I want Trump to go right along with him. I had a dream. I ain't gonna tell. I'm gonna tell you what my dream was. I had a dream one night that it was a coalition of people, white, black, Hispanic, and everybody had a target. Everybody had a target. And they took out every politician that was dirty, every president that was dirty, every person on the Supreme Court that was dirty. And they said, we the people will no longer accept this shit. So anytime somebody fucks with our shit, we're going to take you out.
Listen.
It was kind of like Batman. You know, when they started giving judgment days, walking their asses on that ice. I feel like those times are going to be coming soon.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I need to be in Mexico or Bali when it happens.
I know it's gonna be
But
anarchy.
this country is going, especially now that Africa, China, and Russia have already come together and created their own money.
Yeah, I heard. Which we're gonna have to unpack that too next
Yeah,
episode.
a lot to unpack. You know what? I'm gonna be thinking I know a lot, but I do know a lot.
Yeah, very cultured, very cultured. But
And
y'all,
very
it's been
unhinged.
yes, very much unhinged. But it's
Because
been a
they're like, you
pleasure.
said you wish the president would die a slow death? Yes, bitch. You know how many people have died in fucking Palestine? You know how many children have been left for dead? Pregnant women have been died, shot, rolled over by bulldozers. They chopped the little girl's arms off and they hung her on the side of a building. I sure fucking hope that he gets 3 times that pain when he goes. And he already looked like he on the brink of it any goddamn way, him and Trump. I'm just waiting to see who's going to catch the heart attack. I think we should do a poll.
Oh my Lord. Geez.
I think we should do a poll. Which one is gonna either catch dementia first, or heart attack, or die first? We got 2 geriatric people running.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Who's
But
gonna be having diapers? Who's gonna be in their diapers first?
we're gonna wrap this up. It's been a pleasure. Welcome to your weekly look into all things unhinged. We are the Unhinged Podcast, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.